Okay, we want to get to the weather now. And before we do, I got to say, I misspoke when we talked about that car crash, or that traffic backup in Draper on I-15. I kept saying the southbound lanes.
Okay.
The northbound lanes. Okay.
Yes.
The northbound lanes on I-15 backed up. So still working on getting some more information for you. But in the meantime, that's not a pretty picture behind you there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it has something to do with some of the visibility. We're starting to see some of that fog developing along with this smog and haze that's out there, and we'll probably see more of that fog developing tonight, especially areas downwind of the Great Salt Lake, so keep that in mind. But either way, it's just not a pretty picture, folks, and you can definitely see where the inversion line is. And, we are definitely south of that here as you look over the Salt Lake Valley. So right now we've got that code orange, unhealthy for sensitive groups. That's likely not to change for the next couple of days. In fact, I do think we'll flirt with or get close here between tomorrow and Friday around that code red, which is unhealthy for everyone. But whether we actually get that target or not, either way, it's unhealthy for everybody, so just try to limit your time outside. Carpool if you can, and of course, if you got some of those special masks that can help kind of protect you from that PM 2.5, always good to have. Hey, let me show you the big weather map, though, because we've got some crazy weather taking place right now. We've got some stormy weather along the Gulf Coast there, but off towards the Great Lakes in the Northeast, they've got this next front coming through. This is another strong Arctic blast of air that's coming through, and you can see producing lots of snow in the inland areas. And on the backside of it, we've got some snow coming off of the lakes, so the lakes are about to turn on again with more of that intense lake effect snow. In fact, they've had some thunder snow across western Michigan this evening, and all these little white dots that you're seeing, these are areas where we're seeing some very strong high wind reports coming in. We're talking 50, 60, 70 mile per hour winds coming in with that Arctic air. Brutal wind chills out there and just some dangerous weather conditions. Now, again, that's all going to stay off to our east as we've got this dome of high pressure blocking any storms from moving into the west coast. And that's going to be the pattern here as we go throughout the next couple of days. Through Friday, all the Arctic cold air stays to our east. The high pressure stays close enough to create dry conditions, and that smog will continue to build. But we are tracking a storm system here as we get towards late Saturday into Sunday that's going to start to dive out of Canada. And depending on the exact track of this, right now it's on target to potentially at least help us clear out this inversion layer because it's going to bring in colder air. Colder air coming in will help to get rid of that warm layer that we have that's trapping all of that ozone right now. So we hope to see that with those gusty winds coming in. And there is a chance of some unsettled weather as well with this system as it moves through, but it doesn't look to have a ton of moisture, so I wouldn't get too excited about snow chances, but there is a chance we could have a few snow showers with this system. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s across most of the Beehive State tonight, still in the low 40s across far southern portions of Utah. And as I mentioned, notice the visibility as you get towards Salt Lake City, Provo there, right along that I-15 corridor. It's below 5 miles now, so we're starting to see that fog developing there, but as you get outside of that, notice it gets back up towards 9, 10 miles. So keep in mind, I expect some more of that patchy freezing fog to develop to help reduce visibilities overnight tonight. Temperatures dropping down into the 20s to low 30s across the area. And your Thursday, rinse and repeat. We're talking about temperatures in the 40s and low 50s with highs in the low 60s across lower Washington County, and we could have some big-time haze and bad air quality returning once again. So the long-range futurecast shows us this weather pattern sticks around with us through Friday, but by Saturday we get a system that finally breaks down the ridge enough to allow a system to drop in from the north. It's not going to come through with a lot of moisture, but it is going to shift those winds and bring in that much colder air, which will help get rid of the inversion and will provide at least a chance of a few scattered snow showers as it makes its way through as well, but not going to be a big snowstorm or anything like that. Low 60s though for the next couple of days in St. George. Beautiful conditions with that sunshine, and then notice as we get towards the weekend we're in the 50s, then the 40s. So yeah, we've got some colder air heading your way. Just got to wait a little longer there. And then for the Wasatch Front, hazy sunshine, or haze, I guess really more so than sun, 40s and 20s, and then that next system may be giving us some sun by next week.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, we hope. Yeah, we want to see it. Yeah, it helps improve the morale a little bit. Let's get the sun.
You know what else improves morale? Home court advantage.
Big. That is huge in sports, and the Utah women's volleyball team talks about a big benefit to hosting first-round action in the upcoming NCAA tournament.